Good morning, guys. It's good to see you again. I hope everyone is well. I was having an emotional morning today. I was just thinking about my life. First of all, I watched Oprah tell her story of how she wanted the part, or the time when she wanted the part. On The Color Purple as Sophia. I don't know if she knew she wanted Sophia, but I think she just wanted a role in The Color Purple. And she was so adamant about it, and she really felt like that part, or a part of that, a role in that movie was for her. But it wasn't until she actually let it go that she actually got the part, right? So for those of you who don't know that story, what happened was that she ended up being able to go on an audition, but she called them because they didn't call her back. And they were like, why are you calling me? You're not a real actress. We had Alfred Woodard come in here. You're not a real actress. And, she was really hurt and everything. And she was wondering, asking God, why did you allow me to go to this audition if I wasn't going to have a role? Are you allowing me to feel like I'm supposed to be in this movie if this is not what you want? And so one day she was at I guess you call it a fat farm. That's what she called it anyway. She was going to lose weight. And she started praying to God and just saying, that she needed to surrender that. She needed to give that to Him. She didn't know what He was doing. She didn't know if it was some kind of, practical joke from the heavens. But she was like, but I know that I have to let it go. And all the while she was letting it go, she was also praying that, when the movie came out, that she would not be angry or envious, and that she would still want to watch the movie, and that she would be happy with whoever got the role that she wanted to play, whatever. So after she cried and she sang "I Surrender All," she just, lifted it just lifted off of her. And immediately someone came running out and gave her the phone, and it was Steven Spielberg, basically telling her she needed to not lose another pound because she otherwise she wouldn't be right for the role. Now, the universe doesn't work like that all the time. I have experienced moments like that where I've let something go, or I stopped thinking about something that I was holding on to, and then it came to me, whatever it is, materialized that I wanted or needed. But this morning I was just sitting at the table, and I was just thinking about my life, and I was thinking about how when I bought my first new car, um, before I bought my first new car, I had a hand-me-down. It was like a '86 Toyota Corolla or something, and it was beat up. I'm telling you, it had gone through everybody in my family. I had it all through high school. I got in car accidents, never fixed any of the dents, so it was a raggedy car. But I kept fixing it, and I couldn't drive really fast in that car. And I remember people used to pass me up, and I would just be like, oh, wow, this is as fast as I could go, but I was always grateful. I was always grateful that I had a car, because a lot of my friends didn't have a car, so at least I had one, right? But in my faithfulness, in having that car and appreciating it and being thankful that I had one, I ended up in my early 20s, I'm 42 now, in my early 20s getting my first brand new car in my name. I loved it. And then I had a few cars after that. But it was because I was faithful. I know some of you probably don't know the Bible, or probably not Christians or whatever, but I come from a Christian background. But there's a saying in the Bible, or scripture, that if you are faithful over little, God will make you ruler over many, over plenty. And so I was just thinking this morning about all the times that I've been in situations that seemed less than what I wanted. You know, it wasn't quite what I wanted, and but I just, you know, knew that was where I was at this present moment. So I just accepted it and I was grateful for it. Stayed in gratitude, and then then as I stayed in gratitude, something better ended up coming later, right? I didn't sit and gripe and groan about how much I didn't want this and how much I don't think I deserve this, blah, blah, blah. And in being patient, things came to me. So the last thing I want to share is that when I moved to California, I stayed with some extended family. And it was a tough 2.5 years. But while I was there, I got really close to one of the people in the house, and I was able to help her so much. But not only was I able to help her, but she helped me in helping her, and then I knew that it was time for me to go. I was no longer feeling comfortable and like I had done what I needed to do in this place. Um, and then a room opened up for me to rent with someone who was a client of mine, who is now a great friend. And he had promised me like this room that was almost like a studio apartment. And it turned out that I couldn't get that room. So I had to take an even smaller room, or a smaller room than what I had before at the previous house. I was not happy about it at first because the other room, the bigger room, had a bathroom, and that's what I wanted. I needed my own bathroom, and so I ended up taking the smaller room because um, I knew that I needed to get out of the house that I was in, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself emotionally. Physically, I wasn't happy about the situation, but emotionally, I knew that I had made the right choice. And so now my roommate is buying a house. And I've been here for almost 2 years now in this home. And now my roommate has been blessed to be able to buy a house. And the house has an apartment attached to it that he is letting me take over. Try not to cry. And I might not be able to get into the apartment right away. But even in the house, he said, if you're in the house with us, because they have more than one bathroom, he said that there's going to be a bathroom assigned to me, and that he'll put a sign on the door that says, this is Garland's bathroom, and nobody else can use this bathroom. So I'm just so grateful this morning that I have been faithful and I have been good to people along the way, even when they haven't been the best to me, or even when the circumstances haven't been the best. I have given myself and I have stayed in gratitude. And it's not always been easy. Believe me, I have murmured and complained enough. But then at some point, it's like, okay, this is what it is. I bought this bracelet for myself some years ago, and it has hearts all over it. And I decided to start wearing it. I stopped wearing it. But this bracelet reminds me that I have everything I need right now in this present moment. And until it's time for more, I will be in gratitude for what I have until the universe opens up and gives me something bigger and better. So I don't want this video to be too long, guys, but I just want to remind you to stay in gratitude, be grateful, stop murmuring and complaining about things, because you have everything you need right now in this present moment. Remember, be you, because nobody else can be you better than you can.